cushions.
Cushion.
Eh?
What do you think?
I could do with a bit of light now. What are we going to do about the light? The light's terrible.
Yeah, funny.
Try opening that again, see if that makes it lighter. Hello, Chloe.
No, it's darker.
Huh?
If you were on that side, I think because the sun's behind you, that's why it's making you darker.
Do you reckon? What about open this one then?
No, I mean, that'll make it worse.
Right,
Whereas if
make it
you're
worse.
facing the light,
It is making it worse.
whereas if you're facing the light,
Oops.
then
Alright, which
the
one?
light-
Let's bring everything on so. Oh, Christ. Christ on a bike. State of my desk. There maybe. Put that over there. Put that down there. There's that work. I think you might be right. Maybe you could pass all the stuff. Shit, I'm just getting myself sorted. Getting there. Kian, Andy, Chloe, Judith, Phil, Adam. Nice to see you all. Oh, on the phone. Spare with me a minute, I've just got to answer a text. Just bear with me, please. Right, that's that. So many messages, so many texts and all sorts of things. What we got? We got a few people there. Chloe there. John Benson's popped in. Javid. John Southgate. John. Today in the office. Yeah. I was ready to go on. I'd messed things up again. Didn't realise it was me that was coming on. Didn't realise I was coming on for 5 hours. Fran's only just walked through the door. So as you can imagine, I'm not in her good books right now because she wasn't expecting to walk in to find me going live for 5 hours. You know, but these things have to be done. I wouldn't have been going on at all tonight if it wasn't for the Gold Crew. So if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't even be coming on. But that's what everybody's coming on for. And because we agreed that we'd have it going till 10 o'clock, and that was the choice of the two highest bidders. So, talking of which, have you all gone and watched that video? It ain't that long. It's only about 5 minutes, if that. How long is it? Maybe it ain't even 5 minutes. I know, I'll tell you. I'm going to sneeze, I know it. Oh, it's 7 minutes and 42 seconds, according to that. It's had 46 views since I put it up earlier on this afternoon. And it says the rules for the A to Z auctions, please watch. So I would be really grateful if people would go and watch that. And then you know I've done it as succinctly as I can. I haven't digressed. I've been very specific over what the rules are as far as these A to Z auctions are. Because I'm going to keep these going for a bit. You know, I'm going to do them more in the week. I'm going to do them at the weekends or next week, whatever. Now that we've stopped the vouchers and the giveaways, that was another bit of marketing done. You know, I don't want that to get stale. I think that's starting to get a little bit stale. So when something goes a little bit stale, you know, what do I always say? I say suck it and see. If you suck it and you don't like the taste, then you don't suck it again. You know, and it worked all right and it was good and it's done exactly what I wanted to do. There's no moans there. But I think towards the end of last week, it started getting a bit stale. So, you know, just bin that, bring in a bit more excitement. And and it's something that nobody else is doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to do stuff. You know me. I do stuff that nobody else does. Sometimes I like to keep people on their toes. I like to not be predictable, and I do like to venture into areas that nobody else has tried, just to see what happens. And no one's ever tried this. So we're the first people in the world to do it this way. Why not? You know, I don't think they'll be able to copy me on this, do you? Hello, Warren. Nice to see you. Dave Lambert, look, nice to see you. He's probably a relative of mine. We're probably relatives somewhere along the line. Javid's seen it. Ocean's Gems, hello Ian and the Bandits. John Southgate, is it okay to send the A to Z Thursday or Friday if bidding? What are we talking about? Are we talking about ordinary coins or specifically? Or are we talking about, hello HMS Belfast, or are you talking specifically about the gold proof? Hello Chris, Chris says Ian, you are predictably unpredictable. That's what I like to be. Chloe's seen it, thank you very much. The more of you that have watched that video, especially you regular bandits, the more of you that have watched that video, you know, it's only 7 minutes, it's very straight and to the point. I'm letting you know really sternly and straightly what the rules are. No wavering on that. These are the rules, that's it. So there's no complaining at any point in the future. That's why that's like that. So the more of you that have watched it, when new people come on, you all know about it, you know what the rules are, and you'll be able to say to people, you need to go and watch this video. You know, and let's get this right across the board, and it'll be the same for all of the coin jockeys. Somebody comes along, we're doing these bids and stuff like that, somebody comes along and they're new, and they haven't bid before, and they're not a customer, their bid does not stand. End of. Bid doesn't stand. End of. That's it. After last night's fiasco, that's it. Bid doesn't stand. They have to be a customer, and if they don't want to be a customer, I mean, last night we had somebody saying, I can't remember who it was, but it doesn't matter who it was, doesn't matter, because it was a fair question from someone who said, if I win, I'll join. And at the time, I went, yeah, all right then. But actually thinking about it, after last night, no, not having that, no. So if somebody ain't a member of the site, if they're new, you know, then they need to watch the rules and they need to be a member of the site, or they go and play someone else's game. Simple as that. Danielle's seen it, Andy's seen it, lovely. John Southgate says normal bidding. That's fine, John. You know, I'm happy to hold over for a week. What I am saying to everybody is, though, please don't text me, bother me about where you are in it. We've got a list of where everybody is up to the weekend. You know, if I do any tonight, it's a completely separate list. I'm opening a separate list. You need to open a separate list. If you haven't sent the stuff off yet because you're thinking, well, you might buy more, go and package that stuff up or put that stuff aside with the list for that stuff. Package all that up with that list in it. Start a new list for today. Don't go mixing it up. And please include the bit of paper with your name and address and what it is you've bought. That's why I say write a list down, because if you write a list down, then when you've finished, you include that entire list in with your parcel. Now I know exactly what's included, I know what it's for, and everything, and I know exactly how much. Do you know what I mean? I can match that with what I've got here. Nice and simple. Start a new list. But yes, that's fine, John. Hello, Carol. Nice to see you. Phil says, Phil Corbett, plain and clear. Excellent. I do like to be clear with everybody. Warren says, was a sad ending to a great weekend, but huge respect to the leading bidders for extending the auction. Yeah, that was just mental, you know. So we talked to them and said, you know, this is what's happening. They, you know, talked to them, this is what's happening. They could see what was happening, and it was them that said, no, call it a day. Let's hold it over till tomorrow. Do it till tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Makes it fair. Other people can come in. People like Andy in the cupboard and that, they've gone, you know, and it wasn't very fair. I hope everybody's subbed to Warren, and I hope everybody's subbed to Steve, and I hope everybody's subbed to Hannah. And in fact, I hope you've all subbed to each other. That's the best way to do it. You just go and sub to each other. And you can click on someone's picture on the feed, on the comments. You can click on their picture, and you can go to their channel, and it will just, what you're watching, like me, will just shrink down into the corner. Go to their channel, click on subscribe, and then go back and click on that and bring it back up again. Nice and simple. You don't even have to leave the page to go and subscribe to somebody. Nice and easy. Look at this, my hand, itching. Scratch the skin off sometimes. But it's my right hand, so what does that mean? What does that mean, you bandits? Does it mean it's coming my way? Or does it mean it's going your way? Left hand means it's going your way, doesn't it? I'm paying out. Right hand, that means it's coming my way. Right. Chloe says, how come there is no hourly £50 draw anymore, Ian? I'm glad you asked that question, Chloe. I thought by the end of last week, I thought that was getting a bit stale to me, because we're giving the vouchers out, and there was vouchers being given out that people weren't using, and it was, you know, and when we do the hourly draw, all of a sudden we've got like loads and loads and loads coming up. So essentially we were just turning into a free draw channel that happens to talk about coins, and that ain't what I was trying to set about doing. I did it for some marketing purposes. I did it to attract people in, and some marketing purposes, and for the word to get about, and so on. All of those voucher codes that we've made, that Amy spent all that time making, those voucher codes will be live in those videos for the next 5 years. So that will go on for the next 5 years. So I'm not, you know, that income stream will come for those videos for years. But we're not going to turn into just a giveaway site. You know, that's not what we're about. And so I decided I didn't like that. You know, I've been sucking it, and I've been enjoying the taste for the last however long we've been doing it, a month, 2 months. But you know, all of a sudden last week I sort of looked at it and I thought, I don't like the taste of this at the moment. So I thought, no, I'll cancel it. We'll do something else. We'll do something else that they might enjoy. What's the point in shoving something down your throat and you're not enjoying it? The only thing you're enjoying about that was the actual free hourly giveaways for 5 hours. And yeah. So a lot of you bandits, you had it off with those giveaways, and good luck to you. That's what it was about. And again, that's something else you'll talk about. And you'll talk about that to people. So you'll talk about that weekend. You'll talk about the hourly draws and the giveaways that you won. So you've had it off in the weekend. You've had it off, some of you, with those hourly things and all the rest of it. And you've had it off with these 10p's. You go and tell people that. That's the idea of that marketing. But every now and again, I'll change it. You know. So that hope answers that. So there's no more hourly giveaways. That's done. And there's no more half-hour vouchers. That's done. If you want a voucher and you haven't used one, you're now going to have to be like everybody else, all of you, and go and watch the other videos to note down all the voucher codes. If you didn't note down the voucher codes before, or if one of you wants to give the voucher codes to the other one, you can. But all of that. But that's the only way you're going to use them now. Got to go to Outlaws for dinner. We'll be back for later bids and dudesses. See you later, dudes and dudesses. That's Dragon Lord coins. Purple Fairy, I only learned that yesterday. Learned what yesterday? Missed that bit. Right to receive. Gotcha. Hi Ian, not everybody has got a spare 10p A to Z. Can you mix your auctions up with cash bids as well to make it more interesting for other customers and give everybody a chance on your auctions? Well, here's the thing. We're not an auction site really, and it does get a bit difficult and it does get a bit complicated, as the last few days have shown, you know. And I did do auctions last night with cash in the end, because that's what somebody asked me to do, so we moved over to the cash. And that, you know, and I don't mind doing a few cash ones here and there, I suppose. But it's like, you see, the problem with the cash ones is this. Well, it's the same with the 10p's really. It doesn't really make any difference. The problem overall with auctions is that what you tend to find is you'll find people that will just want to go pound, or bid the last person at a pound and all the rest of it. And if you want to get auction after auction after auction, so that you keep everybody's interest, you need to go quite fast. Otherwise you start losing people's interest, because once they're out the bidding, if they know this is going to drag on for another 10 minutes, they might go and make a cup of tea, because, you know, they've got to wait now until this finishes, whatever finishes, and then they can get involved in the bidding. So the minute 40 of you or 10 of you or whatever are knocked out, you know, and people then tend to lose interest. And I see it so much in the real auction world, you know, whereas I noticed that an auctioneer told me one day, and I listened to him, and he was right. He said, Ian, you're doing it all wrong. He said, you're coming in and you're starting the bid off £2, £2. He said, but you know, with the amount of people in the room, you absolutely know most of the time you're not going to get it for £2. Now and again, you will get one for £2 because nobody else will bid. But you know you ain't. You know, when they put up a gold watch, why even bother bidding £2? Like, do you really think you're going to win it for £2? He would say to me. And I go, oh yeah. Because I'm not, am I? I'm not going to win a gold watch for £2, because the minute I go £2, someone else is going to go £3. So there's no chance I'm going to win it for £2. And as he explained to me, he said, people with auctions, which is why eBay works, people with auctions, they get involved in the bidding, they get caught up in the bidding, and so many times they can pay more money in the bidding than they can if they just went and bought it, because they got caught up with it, because they don't want to let that one beat them. And that one's won the auctions 4 times on the trot. Well, he ain't winning this time, so I'm going to bid, and I'm going to bid against him. Now you're not bidding on the product, you're bidding against someone just because they've wound you up, and all that kind of thing. You know, and he used to say to me, he said, notice certain bidders, and this auction, I got friendly with him, you see, and he picked out bidders, and he said, look, what you want to do is, he said, watch these bidders and watch what they bid. He said, you rarely ever see them go in at £2. They never go in at £2. You know, now and again maybe, but very, very, very rarely. He said, you will always see them go in at a bit higher. Because if you go in straight in, 20 quid, boom, then the auctioneer's going, do I hear £2? Do I hear £3? Someone goes 20 quid, boom, straight up to 20 quid. Half the room now, they're out. Because people suddenly go, oh, 22. But if that person has been caught up in the bidding and they've already gone up to 18, someone else goes 20, then they might go, oh, 22. See what I mean? But if you're going from 0 to 22, suddenly you think about it. If you go from 18 to 22, you're not thinking about it. And I listened to that, and did it serve me well in the auctions, you know, because, yeah, I wasn't winning many bids at £2, but I was making more money because I was winning more valuable products for less money than they would have gone for had it gone £1, £2, £3, £4, £5, £6, £7. People get into it, you know. So I don't mind doing a little bit of it, but at the same time, I don't want to cheapen our product either. I don't want to cheapen our website. So I don't mind putting up some bitses and bobses, but I don't want to go cheapening the website. I mean, imagine if I'm selling a coin for 30 quid on the website, and I put that coin in auction over and over again and it fetches 15 quid, then people are going to go, well, why have you priced it at 30 quid? You know, and I price things because I believe that's what the value is. On that day, that's what they paid, 15 quid. See what I mean? So I've got to be a little bit careful, but I can play around with this because I've got over 100,000 coins here, so I can play around with it. We could do this for every coin jockey from now till doomsday and I wouldn't run out of coins. So I just have a little look at that. Chloe deleted her message. I agree with JB. RJ Coins evening all. Hello RJ. Is there still a delay with the packaged Paddingtons, Ian? I know you had a problem with the supply. Yes, there is, Phil. It's giving me an headache. Some of us don't have 8 as MPs. I agree with John Benson. Okay. John Benson, if you say a coin is worth £3, each one bid will be for £3. No, it's not how it works though, John. If I pick something up and I go, it's like this one here, look. On here, right, this has got a sheet of 50p's in it. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17, 18, 19. So there's 19 50p's here. And I sell those for an average of £3 each, 19, so that's what, 57. So we're looking at about 60 quid's worth retail, right? Maybe a bit more because you've got a couple of dates here that are hard to get, or harder to get. So it's about 60 odd quid's worth, call it 60, 70 quid's worth retail. Now, that's almost a set, isn't it? It's like a set, right? If I put this up in auction, it is never, in a million years, it will never fetch 60 to 70 pounds. Nowhere near. And if you was going to pay 60 or 70 pounds for it, well, you'd just go on the site and buy it, wouldn't you? You know. So if I sell that as a set, that's going to go for less than 60, 70 quid. I know that. When you try and sell it as a set isn't always more valuable than it is individually. You might price that at a certain price. I might price that at, say, $49.95. It's got 60 odd quid's worth, 70 odd quid's worth in it. I might price it $49.95. See what I mean? So it's priced lower than what individually all the items are, which is how people like me make money when you get the proof sets and I buy them and then smash them up and sell the coins individually, because it's worth 3 times the money if you sell them individually than it is if you sell it as a pucker perfect set. But because you're the customers and at the end of the day the overall bosses, then we'll sort something out for you. So yeah, we'll do both. It's me just going on and on and on and on, but we'll do both. Ian, you want to get subs, not all have got 10p's. You value a coin £3. 1 bids, 1 coin, £3, 2 coins, £6 in cash. Yeah, it just gets a bit. You value a coin. Yeah, but what I value a coin at is different to what someone else values a coin at. So, like someone was on last night, and in their opinion, they valued the letters at £1 each. So when someone won a bid, if someone won a bid for 10 coins, in their mind, they've won a bid for £10 because they're worth £1 each. Now, they might be worth £1 each to you, but they're not worth £1 each to me, you know. So, the whole idea is with the 10p coins is that I replace and amass and all the rest of it. However, that said, like I say, I will always try and change things about and do things, but you know, let's have a classic example. There you go. So I've already told you what this one is. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19 50p's. Right. Oh, 20, because 1997 is missing, but I'll find one of those. It's probably fell out. In fact, it has fell out. That's one hasn't had one fall out. Right. So see, they're all are. They're all Britannias or Shields of all the, you know, I mean, there is no point me hovering too much over them because you all know what a 50p is. It's a date run. So you've essentially got a date run from 1997 to now, and what you're missing is 9, 10, 11, 16 and 18. They're the ones that are missing. So you've got a 2008 Shield and a 2008 Lion there, 2002, 2007. As he has no A to Z. Correct me if not, John. No, I absolutely understand, totally understand. And if I'm not making myself clear, let me try again so that I'm not causing any offence. I totally get it. But what you're asking us to do is too complicated for us to do on what we've just set up. We've only just set this up this last week, haven't we, weekend? So, you know, you're asking me to do something that's too complicated to do. I'm not going to mix cash with 10p's. What I'm quite happy to do, though, is I'm happy to do a few auctions for cash and a few auctions for 10p's. I'll mix it up that way for you, so that the people that haven't got the 10p's don't lose out. I'm happy to do that. But what I'm not going to do under any circumstances is go down a road of allowing people to bid in either cash or 10p's, because it will get silly, it will get confusing, it will turn into a mess on the feed. Trust me on that. And I know what we can cope with here. And whoever's on the feed, whoever's sitting in the chair, you know, 12 till 5, you've got Amy helping. Amy's in the background, always in the background, amazing Amy, and she's helping, right? She's there to do that. That's her job. That's what she's paid for. She's there to do that. She's only there 12 till 5. She ain't there when Warren's on a Saturday night or John's on a Saturday or a Sunday afternoon. And they're trying to have a conversation whilst deal with all of that. It'll be an absolute nightmare. So no, I won't mix them at all. I'm not going to mix them at all. What we'll do is we'll have some cash ones and we'll have some A to Z ones, and that should, with any luck, please everybody. Hopefully, if we get it right on a, you know, not too many of one, not too many of the other. We'll try and get it right for you. Does that sound about fair? What do you think? Do you think that sounds about fair? You know, so the answer is an absolute definite no to 2 lots of currency in the same auction. But the answer is a yes to but the answer is a yes to doing some cash ones. Right? And we'll do a couple of cash ones for you, if you like. So let's do this one, because we was talking about it. Marie says that's fair. Does everybody else say that's fair? Please tell me if it's not fair and we'll discuss it. But if you think that's fair, then let's have it, so we all know where we stand. And then, of course, if we all know where we stand, again, anybody you bump into and talk to on the feed or elsewhere, you'll be able to tell them, no, this is their rules, this is the way they stand. So it's good for RJ Coins, good for Jack Martin. And if we do it that way, then that gives you the opportunity to, if you think, well, you've done like 5, 10p auctions on the bounce, hang on a minute, can we have a cash one? Then you can feel free to say. You know, they can be done on the same program, just not on the same auction. On the same program, yes, like this is my program, right? So I'll do a cash one, then I might do a 10p one. I'll do a cash one, 10p one, 10p one, whatever, but even it up that way. But not on the same auction. That's the bit I'm trying to make, even though I'm rambling. Does that work for you, John? John Southgate, John, what about if we only have A to Z and not money? That might happen one day, no doubt it though. And before we do the cash ones, how are people paying? So for the cash ones, very good question, John. For the cash ones, right, or for anything, you'll have to go to the admin, and I'll have to write it down on a bit of paper, and I'll have to go here, mark it as paid, write on a bit of paper who's got what and where it's going. Pardon me. Now, excuse me. What did John say? Forgot, lost my track. Yeah, so you'll pay through the admin. That's how you'll pay. Super chat payments. We tested it out a bit, played around with it, but I don't want people paying by super chat payments really, because we lose 30%. So, you know, if you want to pay your bill by super chat payment, then I'll probably end up charging you an extra 30% on top. You don't want that. So go to the admin. Super chat payments, they're donations, and the donations that come in from the super chat payments will always go to one of my pet projects, unless we specify different, like we're going to do that one for the Middlesbrough Mayor. My pet projects are Casper, aren't you? You're my pet project. Casper's friends, Hector's friends, and Key Therapy, to pay for some decent therapy for someone that can't afford it. So that's my pet projects. Any money that comes in from Super Chat goes to one of them. And at the moment, we're putting the money in Key Therapy's account. So for this week or whatever, and every single program of Warren's is dedicated to Key Therapy. Every single one that Warren does, any money that comes in for donations from the admin or donations from the Super Chat will go to Key Therapy. When we do auctions and stuff like that, the money from that isn't going to charity. Don't be thinking that I'm that altruistic. The money from all the auctions and the 10p swaps and all of that, that doesn't go to charity, unless someone, like they have done a couple of times, they've gone, I've put a couple of extra 10p's in for the pot for the charity, and that's fine, then we'll put some money in the pot for that. But other than that, the trades, the cash, the 10p's, it's not going into a charity bin, that's business. The extras that we do to raise money for the charitable causes, that is. Alright? So I need to just be clear on that. So that's how people will pay by the admin when we do cash ones. Could you see what John's saying? But if people are willing to pay cash, then we can do what Ian said and spend cash on the other sites as well to buy 10p's first, then bid here on auctions. You can do that. You can do that as well. You can go buy 10p's from other places and use them in the auctions, and we'll see how that goes. But you know, it's the fairest way I can do it is to give you the best of both worlds, but just not in the same auction. And it would be too confusing to run, you know. I mean, we're just normal people. We're not Superman. Warren ain't super. Well, I think he's Superman, but you know, we're not super duper whatever's. Right, we're just normal, ordinary people, and it would just be a nightmare. Just like we've missed people's bids. You know, it just won't work. Hello, Lorna. Nationwide coin hunt. Whenever I'm on as mod or CJ, I will always post links for the admin payments. Yep, that's it. Brian Weidel. Dad passed or I would get something. I am broke and mum in home for the rest of her life. Sorry to hear that, Brian. But you can get yourself coins without spending any money. So if money is tight for you, just go over to our website, www.thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com, and use the voucher code FIVER, capital F IVER, and it only works with a capital F and a lowercase IVER, and it will knock £5 off your purchase. And then, once you're a customer, you can go and share our pages, you can earn points, and you can swap them points for coins. You swap the points for vouchers. We've got loads of pages, they'll all tell you. A lot of them do it, the bandits. They go out there, they go sharing pages, then they get some points, then they turn those points into a voucher, and then they buy some coins with that voucher. And the other thing, as Danielle says, you can go onto our website and just put the word admin in the search button, and it will bring up the listing. Of course it's okay just to watch, Brian, no problem at all. John Benson says, sorry Ian, it just gives everyone a chance. We have not got 10p's to spare. You want ideas, and we missed out a lot of bargains. People normal coin collectors cannot get hold of the 10p's. No, I'm with you, John. Absolutely with you. That's exactly why I'm thinking, all right, you know, try and give you the best of both worlds, but just not in the same auction. So we'll mix it up, because I do like your input and I like your feedback very much. We will mix it up, and I'll talk to the different coin jockeys, and so they'll, in each show, then they can have some 10p ones and they can have some cash ones, and that way everybody should be happy. Hello, Green Goblin. Hello, Ian in his house. Andy in the cupboard here. Hello, Andy in the cupboard. Hello, mate. I put fiver all in capitals and it worked, says John Southgate. It shouldn't have done. I don't know why that is. It shouldn't have worked, because I specifically did it that way. But if it did work, then good luck to you. Jack says, Ocean's Gem says, sorry to hear this, Brian. It's a sad time for you. Join us on here whenever you can and we can help cheer you up. Absolutely. Hello, Purple Fairy. See you in a minute, Angela. John Benson says, my post office don't sell 10p's, A to Z coins. It must be the area you live. Yeah, they don't sell A to Z coins, but you have to, what you have to do is you have to go in and you have to get a bag of 10p's, like a big £100 bag of 10p's. Then go home and have a look. They won't actually sell A to Z's. The only people that can get that is the Royal Mint. Got one of New Pennington 50p's today. Is he taking it out for the tower? Don't know, I've forgotten. Ron. Ian, just to remind people, the A to Z's are still available on the Royal Mint for £2 each. So those saying they have none but wish to bid cash can buy them from them. Okay. They did have some mystery parcels up at £1 each, didn't they, for a while? I don't know if they've still got that. You get a mystery parcel of letters for £1 each. Right, so oh, there we are. Okay, so now then, we've got the auction going on for the gold proof. You've all seen it, haven't you? Who's got the highest bid so far? I need a pen and paper. I need my notebook. It's that one with the ring on it, that A5 one. Any one of them will do, really. Right, so here's your first one then. You can have this one. Right, you can have this one. So, how many did I say? 97, date run. Change checker have been making a lot of this lately. 97 date run through to 2019. And you're missing 2009, 10, 11, 16 and 18. So, someone start me off at, let's have a look. So, someone start me off at, how many is this, did I say? 20. So someone start me off at face value, £10. I want an opening bid of £10. If you want cash, this is cash only, no letters. Right? Nationwide coin hunt, straight in at £10. Have I got a counter downer here? This is cash only, right? You go in, you pay by admin. You can use your points if you want. I can't stop you using your points and I can't stop you using your voucher, but I will say to you, remember to pay the pound postage, right? Please pay the pound postage. So, you know, don't be doing it and thinking, oh, it's charging me £1 and I don't want to pay the extra £1. Factor it into your bid, you know. If you're going to bid £20 and you're not prepared to pay £20 and £1 postage, then bid 19. You know, if your maximum bid is £20 on something, but you don't want to pay the pound postage, then your maximum bid is now 19 up here. But I'm expecting you to pay the pound postage on each order. Call it an auction fee of £1 on each order. So, just work out your maximum bid, So you don't pay extra, work out your maximum bid and go, well, if I'm prepared to bid £10, I'm going £9 because I'm only paying £10. I don't want to pay the postage. So you go £9, then you pay the pound postage, £10. See, you've got your £10. That's how you do it, all right? Right, so we've got that. Sorry, Ian, I started something now. No, I love it, John. I absolutely love it. I love the interaction and I love the feedback and I love being able to try my best to, like, if you want to, my customers want to do something, I'll try see how much we can do it. Sorted my cufflinks out earlier, picked my favourite coin, Stephen Hawkins and Mystery Pair. Oh yeah, we're sorting that out for you, John, as well. Or call it a postage fee like that, which it is, but it's on every order. What's the GP at? You see, you know, you can help us out here. What was it? Did you read the thing? Did you watch the rules and stuff? It really helps. I know we're all lazy, all of us. We're all inherently lazy, right? Who wants to type the word gold proof, 9 letters, including a space, 10 characters, when you can actually just type 2? But it would really help, you know, because it's easy to miss stuff on the feed. And if we miss something on the feed, you know, someone's going to get really upset at some point. Gold proof is up to 400. So do I hear a bid on that? Okay, so we're going back here. Lighty collects is at £15. So do I have a counter downer, by the way? Oh, Danielle. Yes, please, Dan. Oh, let me just make you. There you are, Danielle. Yeah. Thank you. So now the countdowns, we're all going to do the countdowns the same. It's going to be countdown from 20. When we get to 10, take a pause. When we get down to 3, take a little pause. Just for a few seconds. And then going once, going twice, gone. Right, we're going to do it like that because it's the fairest way we can do it, because the feed for all of us, all you lot out there and me, is not in sync. We found this out, haven't we? And it's not in sync, and again, people get upset. Right, so we do it, we won't go too fast, we won't go too slow, we just try and get the countdown right, down to 10, pause for a second, let people catch up, then down to 3, and that's how we're going to try and do it in all the auctions now, regardless of whether it's money or 10p. Right, so we don't want it taking ages and ages and ages, but at the same time, you don't want it to be like watching paint dry, but at the same time, you don't want it like lightning. I didn't get a chance to bid, you don't want that. Alright, so if you'd like to count down, Danielle, that'd be brilliant. And we'll count down from 20, and Warren's in at £15. And each time somebody comes in with a bid, then whoever's in the chair on the screen will go, oi, 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 whoa, whoa, stop, stop. Someone's had a bid, just in case the person doing the countdown hasn't seen it. And then they'll start from 20 again. Yes, you can, John. You can use your points on the auctions. You can pay with points or a voucher, code or whatever, but you have to pay the pound, right? I don't want nobody coming to me, texting me, asking me, saying to me, oh, I've just won that auction for £20. I've just gone to pay for it in points, which is free, but it's charging me £1 and I don't want to pay it. Not having that. All right? If you've won it and you've paid it with your points, you should be, anybody out there should be grateful to pay the £1. You just got it with your points. You got it for bugger all. Remember, those points, they're free, aren't they? You know. That's how I look at it. Anyway. Did I show you the Peter Rabbit? Did we get it out? There it is. It's going out to somebody tonight. It's going out to somebody in 4¼ hours. And I am knackered today. Absolutely beat. Shattered. 4:30 I finished. Time I got to sleep, it must have been about 5. And I had to get up. Managed to get myself out of bed at 9:30. 9:15. So, £15 we're up to on the date run, and 400 coins we're bid for that. 400 A to Z coins. 400 A to Z coins. And, you know, again, I'm sorry to all those people that, I mean, if you know you can buy them off the Royal Mint site for £2 each, and you want to bid on this coin, then bid on this coin. Just bid. You don't have to go off and buy them, do you? Just bid on the coin. Number of coins. Just bid, 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 bid. Then, if you win, because you might not win. If you win, and you know because people have told you that it's £2 each over there, and you've bid 300 coins, then you know if you go and buy 300 coins off the Royal Mint, that's going to cost you 600 quid. So you're bidding 600 quid. Do you see what I mean? You don't need me to be trying to, or any of the coin jockeys to be trying to go, oh, I mean, let's just, this person's cash, this person's coins. You know, if it's a coin auction and you want to be in that coin auction, so some of you out there now, like John Benson, for example, might be thinking, I want to bid in that. John might be thinking, oh yes, please, my love. John might be thinking, don't mind me using you as an example, dear John. John might be thinking, I'm not saying he is, I'm just picking on him and using him as an example, that's all. So supposing John's sitting there and he's thinking, well, I'd go up to 700 quid for that. Well, if you'd go up to 700 quid for it, then that means at £2 a coin, that's 700 quid, that's 350 coins. So put a bid in of 350 coins, that's 700 quid. If you're happy to pay 1,200 quid for that, then you put a maximum bid in of 600 coins. And if you win, then you go off to the Royal Mint and you go and buy 600 coins off them at £2 each. Right? So that way, anybody that hasn't got any coins and wants to pay cash, they don't have to miss out if it's an auction that's being run for 10p's and they actually want to be in it, but they haven't got any 10p's. That's how you can be in it. Because, as I've said to you, we'll have a bit of patience. We don't mind hanging on a week. It's all right. You lot have waited long enough for parcels off me. So, do I mind if I have to wait a week or 10 days to get a parcel off of you with the letters in it? We'll figure out a way here of storing it and stuff like that. We don't mind. So that is another way of doing it. And if suddenly one of you was to find somewhere that sold them for £1 each, then you could put the link up for other people and let other people know. And then if we did one of these and somebody wanted to bid £1,000 and they can go and buy them for £1 each, then they can bid 1,000 coins. Can't they? And you can bid that now without having a single A to Z in your hand, because, you know, whatever you bid, I expect you to pay in 10p's. So go and get them. Right? So you can still bid on this. Anybody can bid on this. Whether you've got 10p's or not, you can bid on this. At the moment, the highest bid is 400 coins. So if 400 coins cost £2 each, then the highest bid is 800 quid. So if you're prepared to pay more than 800 quid, then bid more than 400 coins. That's what I would say. Stick with me, I'll take you to the top. Let Uncle Ian teach you and show you the way. Did I wake you up setting up my live stream then, Ian? Hello, RJ. Oh, no, I was in the middle of trying to get ready and it was a late night. You wasn't to know that. I was just absolutely shattered. And I still even haven't been able to go on there and have a look at your video that you did for me on my channel. How rude is that? I mean, you've taken the time with your son to do the blooming video, and I haven't even had made the time to go on there and look at it today, and I just think that's so rude. Ian, we were told earlier today that we need to wrap up orders and pay sharpish. Yes, please, Chris Spree. That's what I want. So if we do any 10p auctions tonight and you win them, don't go holding it over to save a couple of bobs on a postage. If you win anything today, Steve's live stream, my live stream tonight, you win anything, write it down, bit of paper, and then put that paper in the parcel with the coins and send it tomorrow. And if you want to bid tomorrow, then tomorrow, another bit of paper, do it again. But I don't want you saving them up. If you've got the coins, at the end of the day, I want you to put it in a parcel and send it to us the next day. Or at least put it in a parcel so that day's bidding is separate from today's bidding. Don't mind if you put a couple of days together, if you want to save money on a postage, but do it that way. Don't mix them all up in the parcels, because you'll just give us an absolute nightmare. Thanks, mate. 50p sheet is sold. But Chris says, but how does that sit alongside bidding for gold proof and then waiting to buy A to Z's to pay? Right, Chris, apologies. With the A to Z's on a day-to-day basis I'm talking about, so when I put up little things like Steve's been doing all day today, that kind of thing, right? I'm asking for that. At the end of the day, please put whatever you've done that day, put that in one parcel, put your bit of paper in it. And tomorrow you want to bid again, another bit of paper, da-da-da-da-da. The gold proof, completely and utterly different, completely different. If the winning bidder wins it, and I have to wait, what, a week or 10 days or whatever, because they've got to order those coins from the Royal Mint or somewhere else and then send them to me, I don't mind. I don't mind that. I'm quite happy to wait a week. You know, we flexibilise the rules a bit for the gold proof. Do you know what I mean? But what I don't want is I don't want people bidding in auctions and I'm waiting weeks and weeks for the coins to come in, because it will just be a logistical nightmare trying to keep on top of it all. You know, I mean, I don't want to get to the stage where I've got 50 envelopes or 100 envelopes waiting to be posted, and you know, got to check them all off. So let's do that on a daily basis. But some of you can't get out on a daily basis. Respect that. So each day, separate parcel. I don't mind waiting a few days. So, you know, you might do 3 days bidding. But then I expect when it turns up here, it's going to be in 3 parcels. What you bought on that day, what you bought on that day, what you bought on that day. So we can check it off. I don't just want a long list of, you know, because it'll be a nightmare for us. So the winning bidder was £16, I believe. Marie F, £16, 50p sheet. Cool. So Marie F, if you'd like to go off and pay that, I'll get that through now in here. And we will wait for you to come back, Marie F, and say you've sorted it, because the other thing we found last night was, and everybody just have to be patient on that, what we found last night was, whilst the person is going off to go and pay, we start an auction, they're not seeing it because they're off going to pay. That's not fair. So you go and pay, Marie, come back here and say, done it, and then we'll start the next one. And the next one will be an aviation. Bear with me a second. No worries, that's fine. That's that one. Da, 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 da. Just bear with me. Perfect. Right. I've got envelopes up there. So who was this one? This was Marie. Meanwhile, whilst you're waiting, an ideal opportunity, if you haven't gone and looked at the rules for the auctions, the rules for the 10p auctions that is, please go and have a look at the rules. Essentially, the rules for the 10p auctions are the same as the rules for cash, you know. Moderator's decision is final, person in the chair decision final. Same rules on a countdown. The coins I sent you today in were all for yesterday's bids, but I didn't date the enclosed letter. I hope this won't confuse you. Oh, for a second there, I thought you was going to say you didn't include an enclosed letter. That would confuse us. That will cause us problems. But no, if you just didn't date it, that's fine. Hi Ian, coins for the silver £1 1999 coin that I win will be posted on Tuesday. Being off field today, so I can't do it today. Sorry, that's fine, Lee. Thank you for letting me know. John Benson says he'll sort you out in the next couple of days, Warren. And Warren says you're a diamond, John. So there you go. Any more bids for the gold proof while we're at it? What's the time anyway? Oh, you might as well go, Logan. He was going anyway, wouldn't you? I bet he was going to sneak out the door. Pardon me. All done and paid, thanks, she says. Cool. Now, the reason this is important as well is because, like you're watching me do now, I'm going on to it, I'm checking it. Making sure I've got the right name. Now I'm checking it, making sure I've got the right name. Everything's paid as it should be. Now I'll mark it as posted. And I can mark it as posted because that. Thank you very much, mate. I'll see you in the morning. And now go straight in Marie's envelope. And then when we're finished, a great big blue special delivery label will go on it if there's enough value in there. So first envelope of the evening. Right, so what else should we have? So, shall we have one? Shall we have one little one for 10p's? Jack Martin, Ian, my 39 for Disney will be sent either tomorrow or Wednesday, special delivery. Thanks very much, Jack. Just make sure you include a note. Thanks, Ian, says Marie. Love being one of your bandits. I love it that you're one of my bandits. For anyone wanting to know, over 700 Gruffalo unpacked and returned to Ian today, and will be within by 1 p.m. Exciting times ahead. Gruffalo. Right, let's have a little 10p one, shall we? Little 10p one we'll have. I've got a Anno Domini £5 coin here. Uncirculated by the look of it. Mind you, they never made, 2000, yeah, because they didn't make circulated after 2008. After 2008, all £5 coins are brilliant uncirculated, but this is an Anno Domini one, and it's in phenomenal condition. Look at the sparkle on it. You know, you might have an Anno Domini one in your collection, but if you ain't got one this good and you've got a few spare 10p's, let's have them. So, one coin opening bid. Anybody want to bid on that for a 10p? John Gamble has been bid one coin. Somebody that's got a family member not very well. Okay, so Laughter, are you a member of our site now? Everybody stop the bidding for a minute. I just want to double check. Laughter. Doing it now. Please don't bid then. Please don't bid on this. If you're not a member of the site, go and join the site and then you can bid on the next one, but Laughter's bid won't count. I made the rules. The rules is in the video, and if we do it, if I go and bend them rules now, that's it, innit? Out the window then. So there'll be another one. Don't worry, Laughter. You won't lose out. But I'm not going to take the bid. I'm just going to use you as a great example, actually, because you've been around all weekend, so you know what's going on. But I'm going to use you as a great example. Thank you very much. That will really help. So there you go. So the bid at the moment is with David Clark at 310p's, 38Zs for that. Laughter can come back in another time. And this is how I'd like all mods to do it, Warren, and all people in the chair, all CJs to do it. You know, if the person's not a member, the bid doesn't count. Once they're a member, their bid counts. So, count it down, please, Danielle. Let's not mess about. We're not going to hang it out for the longest, you know, the money and all that. We'll just close it down. Let's get it over. Let's get people having some nice bargains to talk about. So, this will be for... So we'll let that go. Stop. We've got to stop. Ocean's Gems, Jack the Breton, 4. We'll start again, Danielle, please, my lovely. So Ocean's Gems is in at 410p's, and we're back on the count again. Get people's names ready. Not a clue, Chris. Not a clue. None whatsoever. Hello, Suzanne. Nice to see you. This one's just for 10p's, John. So you ain't missed anything yet. David Clark's bid 5. Stop. Thank you, Danielle. David Clark has bid 5. Danielle's in at 20 again. This is it. This is more in sync, isn't it? This is more in like, this is almost working like clockwork at the minute. Nice. Nice. And that's the one we're bidding for at the minute. 18. Yeah, counting down. So that's good. That's good. And we'll do an aviation after this for cash. Mayer's Coins. Hello, the Great British Coin Hunt. I'm new to your stream. Hello there, Mayer's Coins. Nice to see you. If you want to join in any of our games and things like that, if you've never been with us before, never joined our site or anything like that, the name of our website is thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com, and you need to be a member. So if you want to bid for anything or anything like that, want to do anything, you have to be a member. Now, you don't have to spend money. You can be a member almost for free. Use a voucher code FIVER, capital F-I-V-E-R, and you'll get £5 off. Buy some guides or a couple of coins or something, set yourself up an account, and then you're a customer. Then you're free to bid and join in. Otherwise, you're free to just watch. And when you're counting down now, gone down from 10, 9, 8, 7. Nearly gone on that one. 6, 5. Excellent. Oh yeah, It's a library. I put that there because it was just, I thought it was in spanking condition really, for a circulating coin. Lovely. Down there to the one. Sold. And that has gone to David Clark. So David Clark, you've got to give me 5. And we're off and running again. And that is going to go in a parcel to David Clark. Right, so we can move on quickly because we haven't got to wait for David Clark to pay. Okay, so I need a Jimmy. So your next one up is an aviation. Aviation, and off you go. Start it off. Let's have a. What should we start with? Let's go straight in with a. Let's go straight in with a £5 opening bid. First one for a £5. That's your opening bid. You bet on that. I'll have a quick. I have some good news, by the way. I have some good news about the Gruffalo and the Gruffalo Trail. Fran's been away for the weekend, as you know, and she's hidden some Gruffalo stones, character stones, all over the Gruffalo Trail. And so if you take your kids out at the weekend and go walking along the Gruffalo Trail, there are 5 stones to look for. And you could win yourself one with a certificate of authenticity, which I can show you, by the way. No, I can't. Oh, we had them out as well. I really like them. There they are. So here's the difference. I'll look at the comments in a sec. So that's the one remember? That's the new one. You'll get one of them. So as you can see, much better, much more professional than that. So that's what they'll be. Now, what that means is, because we're changing over to that, of course, some have already gone out with that. So now you've got different collectabilities, haven't you? Some will end up be more expensive than the others. Especially if there ain't many of them old ones. They'll be the ones that will end up being more expensive in the end. Sold. Much better, says Warren. This is a lot better. We just needed to do that video, didn't we? Jack Martin Aviation, £12. Right, so, well, I expected it to go for more than 20 quid, as it happens. So I am astounded it went for £12. But there we go, it did. So for this one, Jack, what I want you to do is text me your address. The reason I put that aviation up is because I have a customer who we did a replacement parcel for, and the original parcel that she thought had got lost turned up weeks and weeks later. So now the customer's got 2 of them because we replaced it, as we always do. And she texted me to ask me what I wanted to do with it, and I said, well, I'll put it up as a thingy, and whoever wins it, I'll text you their address and you send it to them for me. So that's what she's going to do. So if you text me your address, please, text me your name and address. I know I've got your name, but text me your name and address so I can just copy the whole text and send it to her. See what I mean, Jack? That'd be wonderful. You know, she said to me, how much do you want for it? And I said, tell you what, give me 20 quid. I thought I was doing her a favour. I said, give me 20 quid. And it was a bit high for her. You know, if I'd have known it was going to go for 12, I'd have told her she could have it for 15, but who knew? I thought it would go for about 30 quid, to be honest. So I think I've had a right result there, Jack. No, just send me the, no, not the money. I don't want you to send, oh no, yeah, I do want you to send me the money. Yeah, do that first. We do it each time, and then I won't get messed up. But also send me your name and address. But then, yes, go and make the payment now. Come back, tell us you've done it, and then you won't miss the next draw. Right, And this gold proof, this is going tonight. And if all it goes for is that, well, then it goes for that. And you might think, well, that's crazy, Ian. How are you going to earn anything out of that? Well, chances are whoever wins that ain't going to be able to keep their trap shut. So they're going to be doing a video for it. And they're going to be letting everybody know that they won it for 40 quid or 50 quid or whatever. Imagine somebody sitting there with like 5 or 6 bags, big bags, and they're thinking, oh, I could have got that for like a whole bag or a couple of bags. You know. What coin exactly did I win? I didn't hear properly. So we're just waiting for Jack. And what will we get ready next? Well, we just had a cash auction. Sent in. Jack. There he is. Nice one. Nice one. Where is it? I don't need you to text me, do I? I've got your address here. Don't need you to text me, Jack. It's alright, I don't need you to text me. If you happen to be listening. Right, so Jack will be back in a sec. Jack, here he is. Can also confirm the Fiverr discount code works, all in capitals. I'd somehow never used mine. Got it for £8 in the end. Result. Hello, Lisa. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Right, so we're back on. What we're going to do? Right, so what did we just do? A cash? So let's do a 10p one. Now, because of my issues with the mint, I literally, hello Mr. Tigger, I literally, for want of a better way of putting it, and you probably know, I can't be asked. I really can't be asked with the raw mint at the moment. So I'm not going to trust sending these to the mint. That's me. I'm not saying you will have a problem with the mint. I'm saying I don't trust with all the problems I've got with them in. So I've kept hold of them, We lost them for a bit, and then I found them again. Now, what this is going to go for 10p bids, because we just done a cash one, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We just done a cash one, so we're going to do a 10p one, right? And what you're going to bid for is a 10p. But now this sort of almost might break my rule, but it's only going to break my rule because I'm going to be honest with you and say I haven't got a Scooby. This could be a fake, it could be real. I have not got a bloody clue. Haven't got a clue. But it is a two-tailed coin. And the only way of knowing is to send it to the mint. There's a tails on one side and the tails on the other side. Tails on one side, I've got two of these. Tails on one side, tails on the other. Right? And I'll put one of them up for 10p bids, and I'll put one of them up for money. And, you know, it could be a fake, because I'll tell you for why they fake these sort of things. I've got a two-tailed penny here as well, penny. I'll tell you why they fake these kind of things. The reason that you would get this kind of thing as a fake is not because of the money that it might make passing off as an error coin or a mule. It's more because of the magician's industry, you know. Now, I don't know how they do it, you know. If they are fake, I don't know how they make them. I don't know how they turn it into two of the same, you know, without having hammer marks everywhere. But it's either a fake or it's real, and I couldn't care less. Now you might even think, well, that's ridiculous, but I couldn't, because the only way I'm going to find out if this is real is if I communicate with them in, and I cannot be asked communicating with them in. I'm having so many issues with them in, so it's just not worth it for me. Really ain't worth it. So there we go. One coin opening bid. You can buy it for a 10p. If it's a fake, if it's a fake, it's a fake. If it ain't a fake, well, then you got a result. I don't care. Right. But what I'm not doing is selling it knowing it's a fake. These were put away with ready to send to the mint. And you might remember me moaning a while back. I thought I had sent them and the mint hadn't sent them back. So I was blaming them, and it wasn't. It was me. I'd put them in a drawer and I'd forgotten about them. So. One 10p coin opening bid. If nothing else, it's a great, you know, joke thing. See what I mean? Hello, Mark's British Coins, Mr. Tigger. So, would you like that? If you'd like that, just to have it, you know, then it will cost you 1 A to Z 10p. And as soon as there is an opening bid, Danielle, you can start the countdown. 1 tails 10. Okay, Louise Coins has bid for it, so you can start the countdown anytime you're ready. Hannah's Coin Hunts. Hello, Hannah's Coin Hunts. Hannah's Coin Hunts. Hello, Hannah. John Southgate has bid 2 coins, and we'll count that one down when Danielle comes back. She's probably getting some more flapjacks out of the oven. Thanks, Warren. Yeah, I've got it. You didn't hear me, Jack, but I did say, oh, I don't need your address because I got it here, so I was able to just copy it off the sales record and send it where it needed sending. Down to 7. It's going to close in a second. How'd you get on at the vets, Hannah? Counting down, getting down to 3 and 2. We're just bidding on a 2-tailed coin, Hannah. 2-tailed 10p coin in 10p's, A to Z 10p's for this one. It's a two-tail. I couldn't tell you if it was fake, I couldn't tell you if it was real, but, you know, get your bidding quick if you want to join that. Oh, my nails are filthy. Looks like it's going once and going twice, and just about there. Sold to John Southgate. For how many coins? I mean, it's a good thing to have in your collection, I suppose, isn't it? You know, different. John Southgate 2. So that's 2, John. Bear with me. And thank you to you too. So many messages coming in. And then, of course, when I turn my phone off at night, I'll go in there afterwards and I'll turn my phone off. There'll be messages come through and I won't get them, and then I get loads in the morning. Right then. So that one, John Southgate. Not put them in something. Right, that's yours, John. Hello, Lorna. Writing on my notepad, says John. Thank you very much, John. Hello, Si. Floyd decided to take a fancy to chewing gum. He's had to have his top lip shaved to get it out. It was toilet roll this morning. Bless him. When I do the countdowns, I'm singing the 12 Days of Christmas. Oh dear. Right. Cash. Got another one there. Cash. I've only got 2 of these. Oh, my finger looks disgusting. Right, so that's another one. So, start your bidding then. What is this bidding starting at? Start your bidding at £1. I'll find a little bag for it. And as soon as we get the first bid, we'll count it down. Let's not mess about. My wife's in there, and I'm going to be having my dinner late in here. Going to be seeing me eat my dinner again, and my wife's going to be in there having her dinner. So I'm not messing about. We're going to do this. We're going to do it. Let's get them wallets ready. Right, straight in. £1 bid. Who's having it? Cash auction now. £1 bid. Double-tailed 10p, £1 needed. Could be fake, could be good. Who cares? Who knows? Handy thing to have around. A lot of magicians use this kind of thing. Louise, straight in with £1. Javid, £3, £2, £2. So Javid's in at the moment. He's gone straight in with 3. He's watched the video. He's listened. Straight in there. Right, counting down that one. I'm going to go and get something that I've got 2 of, and I'll do 1 for cash and 1 for coin. You about, Fran? Oh, you're upstairs. When you've done another one, give us a shout and I'll pop in for a second. You having a bath?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you have another one, let me know. I'll put it up here. Right. Right. This is mine, says Javid. He's in at a tenner. Hannah was bidding as well. Cool, blimey. There you go. So we're counting that one down. And after that, I've got a little something else. It would be good, wouldn't it? We might have evolved into something here. It would be good if nearly every auction, well, as often as possible, you could have 2 of the same thing. And then the people with the coins get to bid and the people with the cash get to bid. Yes, so do us a favour, mate. Don't mind you joining in with chirps and you know, what I call chirps and, you know, smiley faces and all that kind of thing, but not when they're counting down. You'll notice everybody backs off. Then once the countdown's finished, they all come on. We like to make sure there's no problems, no issues. £11 needed. £11 bid needed. 2. John Benson's in at £12. Just about in there. £12 from John Benson. That was dangerous. It's with John at £12. And we're counting down again. Excellent. I just had a little idea. 16 with John Benson. So, what we're going to do is I figure we're going to get a lot of watchers tonight because people are going to want to see this gold proof go, and we're going to go up to 50 watchers, I'm sure of it. I'll leave that on. I don't know why I took it off. 18 with Javid. You see? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to raffle this shirt off tonight, but I'm going to do it with a bit of a difference. What I'm going to do is we're going to write on the shirt what's happening tonight. So we're going to make this a memorable shirt, right? Memorable shirt. Really memorable shirt. We're going to turn this one into something else. So, £25 from Javid. He doesn't want to be knocked out of this one. And yes, you can pay with your points, and you can pay with whatever you want. So, what am I doing, you're wondering? You don't know. But you do know one thing. Someone's going to bid on this, Peter Rabbit. So it says, and if anybody else comes up with some another idea or another way of saying it, or they want me to write it on the shirt, right? It says Peter Rabbit 2019 solid gold sold for, and I'm going to put on there the amount it sells for in face value, right? That's what I'm going to put there. So I'm going to put the face value there, right? Now, I'll tell you what else I'm going to do. I'm going to put my name on it, the Great British Coin Hunt. So we've put the Great British Coin Hunt along the collar. Right. And then of course I've got to sign it. Right, and I've signed it on there. EMP land, but underneath my badge, right? You all know about the badge, so underneath that. Right, so, top that. Now, any money that comes in, oh, let me just have a look at that first, so I'll catch up. That's all right, Si, don't worry. Will Harris, yes, we're doing cash and alphabet 10p's. Javid, £25. Seeing there's more money in money than 10p. Sometimes there is. Sometimes, depends on the item. Going now to payment. You're giving away a rabbit as well as auctioning one now. Giving away? Sorry, Laughter. You'll have to expand on that. What do you mean giving away? What, am I gonna, you're asking me if I'm gonna give you one for free? That's what the title says. Yeah. Have you joined the site yet, Laughter? Ian, chuck in a certificate of authenticity. I know we know your signature as buyers, but just in case someone tries to do it, if you get what I mean. Good point, because what Fran come up with was so up there it says what it is, right, and there's a bit of blurb in there. Well, for the coin and all that, we'll do the same thing and it will say the shirt off my back. Right, and we'll put on there about it being the shirt from tonight. So it's a shirt from tonight for raffling off the gold proof. And it came complete, mine came complete with stains down the front. I know, I don't know what happened there. I was so sorry. I just thinking something. I better go and just wash my hands. Ah, wait a minute. Before I go, Javid's doing. I'll go and wash my hands while Javid's doing that. I'll be back in a second. Now this shirt, wash my hands a bit. This shirt has the potential of raising close to 100 quid, and I'll tell you how. Because this, what we're doing tonight, right? Buy into this. This has never been done by anybody else ever. No one's ever pulled a stunt like this one. Forget the Peter Rabbit for a second. The stunt. You know what we're doing with this. Nobody has ever pulled a stunt like this, being able to pay for it like this. Because of course, if one of you, just one of you out there has managed to get a full bag, and I've had them, a full bag of A to Z's, 100 quid, you could win this probably for 100 quid. It's like walking into the post office and getting a gold proof for 100 quid, you know, fantastic. So, this literally is one of those little history things. You know, how much this will be remembered, who knows? It might all be forgotten about in 10 years' time. It might be the talk of the town in 10 years. I don't know. You know, your guess is as good as mine. But what I do know is it's a one-off. This is a complete one-off tonight, an absolute one-off. And this shirt is a complete one-off. No matter what anybody says, it's a complete one-off, right? I'm only going to put your name on this shirt if you make a payment via the Super Chat. And all of the people that make a payment via the Super Chat, right, if you make a payment of £1, put your name on the shirt somewhere, right? If you make a payment of more than £1, I'll put a message. Got it? Make a payment of £1, put your name on the shirt. Make a payment of more than £1 and I'll put the message, whatever message you want to put in your comment, I'll write it on the shirt. So that when the winner wins this shirt tonight, all of the people that is written on this shirt have paid to be on that shirt. They've all paid to be on there, like a sponsorship. They've all paid to be on that shirt. And only the people that pay are going to go on the shirt. Anybody that doesn't pay doesn't go on the shirt. Got it? Right, and it's only, not going to mess about by admin and get involved with questions about, oh yeah, but it's also charging £1 for the postage and all that. I'm not going to bother by that. You know, super chat payment only. Send £1, get your name on this shirt. If you've got a channel, why not? Good idea. And so we raise money. We raise money on the shirt by doing that. We also raise money by selling the shirt. So one of you can buy the shirt. Right? That's what we do. So we'll have a couple of these auctions running in the background. And are you okay, Warren, to be doing this? And you're all right? Well, you're all right for another 3 hours. Lighty Collects has put a £5 in. Thank you, Lighty Collects. What is your message? What colour would you like? You get to choose a colour as well. For a £5, you get to choose a colour as well as your message. So, Warren, what colour would you like? And any particular message. You can say anything you like, and I'll write it on the shirt. And the winner is lumbered with whatever message you write. Let's just not keep it crude, though. I mean, I wasn't referring to Warren. I was referring to someone out there. Someone out there might think it's very funny to, like, you know, to go, yeah, write the message, never mind the whatever on it, but, you know. I can't remember now, and I can't check because I'm sure it was paid by Super Chat. What was paid by Super Chat? Hannah's coins. I'm okay for now. I'll let you know if just my channel name is good. Okay. So there we go. Thank you very much, Warren. And I think, you know, do it in black. Black on white. Nice stand out. Good stuff. Thank you, Warren. So there's the first one on it. Lighty Collects on YouTube. Good idea? What do you reckon? Good idea? Silly little idea like this could end up raising enough money to pay for a session. Do you know what I mean? Look at that, fantastic. It's for a cause close to me, as you know, so I'm more than happy to help. That's fantastic. So we've now got Hannah. Oh, who was paying that bill? Let me do that for him whilst that's there. Orders. No, that's not him. What am I looking for again? I've forgotten who I'm looking for now. Who won that? Oh, wasn't it Javid? Let me know when you've sorted that, Javid, anyway. Alright? Okay, so where are we? So, Hannah. Digging History of Ashman. Thank you very much. You're all stars. That's fine, Louise Coins. That's fantastic. So let me start with Hannah. So you've gone a £5, Hannah. So you get to choose a colour and a message. Do you just want me to write Hans Coin Hunts or Hannah's Coin Hunts? Would you like me to just write your... Here, miss my message, Louise. I want to have a look. Ian, don't forget to take your pin badge off before you wash the shirt. Well, I won't wash it now. because I'm writing on it. I'm frightened if I wash it, the colours will run. But yeah, I'll take it off. I ought to take it off. If I don't take it off, you'll all be sending me 10 loads. That was another one. I loved that one. I did. I loved that one. Jeans for jeans or something it was. To do with the jeans inside. Little baby. I love that one, but it's, look, broke. If I go to unbend it, it's just going to snap. Okay, so Hannah. What would you like me to write, Hannah? Lose coins. That one's easy. I can write lose coins. There's loose coins. Hannah, you let me know what colour and what message. Digging history with Ashman. Digging history with Ashman. I want to put Louise's name on it, really. Javid, let me know when you've done that, would you? Hello Danielle, nice to see you back. What's the colours and can you write my first female coin jockey? The colours are a gold, a sort of a browny gold, a silver or a black. Those are the ones. Glad you got home okay. Hope everything went okay for you, Danielle. Which one do you fancy? Just go up and look, see if Javid. And when you went to the mint, how often did you go back and forward to the counter for the 10p? 60 times, Kian. Do you know how I know that? Because I came home with 60 postcards. Actually, 61 times, because the first time I went, I bought a bar of chocolate. I'll have gold. My first female coin jockey. There we go. Can't hold it straight. Hands, coins. rose gold. Special female coin jockey making her first appearance on Saturday for the coinathon. Stay tuned, the full schedule. Ooh, that's exciting. That is exciting. Did you say Saturday? Saturday. Excellent. I press the almost dollar sign and it will know to send it to your calls. I've never paid this way before. No, that's right, Polly. That's exactly how it does it. Judith Lightfoot. Thank you, Judith. Judith on there. Judith Lightfoot, that's you on there. Thank you, my darling. So yeah, you press the dollar sign and it brings up a different comment box, and then you type your comment in there and it goes off. And you can send anything from £1 to 500 apparently that way. Ah yeah, Warren, not for this though. For the this for the shirt, just super chat. Not admin. Donations by admin normally, you're quite right. Donations by admin normally, and then they'll go into the pot. And people can, you know, do things with that. But not for this one. Just for the shirt, it's just super chat payments. I want to see what we can raise by super chat payments just from this. Imagine, look. Oh, there was 47 people when I said it. So that was 11 people that said I'm not paying and went. But 35 people, right? 35 people paid £1 each. That's 35 quid you've raised. Jack Martin, thank you very much, Jack. Got a message you want me to put in, Jack? If you've got a message, I'll stick one in. What colour shall we go for? Silver up there. Like it. There's Jack on there. Now it's starting to take shape. Hopefully by 10 o'clock we'll have this full. Bungle Collects has just uploaded a new 50p coin hunt video, so to be sure to check him out later and give him a sub. There you go. Polly Cox. Oh, thank you. Polly, you get a message and your choice of colour. You do. What colour would you like, Polly, and what would you like your message to be? I'm going to clear my desk a little bit. This is just silly. A bit of room. Oh, I nearly wrote that down. It was Warren that was saying, Polly, you're a star. For a flash there, I thought that was Polly saying, Polly, you're a star. Right. Silver, please, and good luck. Good luck and good health. Silver, please, good luck and good health. And it's Polly Cox. I don't know why I do that, always put a line underneath. That's yours. Thank you, Polly. You're a darling. And Chippy Doodle coins as well. Did I miss anybody? No. So, Chippy Doodle coins. Any message, Chippy Doodle coins? Any message, Angela? Thank you very much, Angela. And all you people, men's, women's, love and kindness. Okie dokie. That's a colour, nothing colours. That's you as well. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So we'll have a little mention of that in a minute again. I hit the super chat and paid, Jack said, but nothing is showing. I've never had anybody said that. Mind you, we haven't been doing it that long, so I wouldn't have, but I have no idea. Maybe it didn't go through, Jack. I don't know. All I know is once they go through, they sort of, the comment pops up. So I have no idea. Made the payment for 10p, but it was painful paying by using phone. Oh, yeah. Difficult, probably, using the site, was it? That's yours, Javid. Disney's at you. Purple Fairy, hello. Thank you very much. What would you like in your message, Purple Fairy? Have a little look. I don't know, Daniel. I don't know what to. I don't even know what to tell you to look out on your phone. I've only ever done it a couple of times. Just my name. Thank you. Hey, Jack managed it. Excellent. Let's have a look where we're going to go. Let's see. Ocean's Gems. Fantastic. Thank you, everybody. That's marvellous. Ian, did you see mine, Javid? No? No, can't see yours there, Javid. Or are you talking about your payment for the coin? Are you talking about your payment for the coin, Javid? Thank you, Purple, very, very much. Yeah, okay, yeah, sorry, I thought you were talking about something else. Yeah, I've got that, thank you. Okay, if you're viewing this on a mobile phone, have your phone vertically so Ian is at the top of the screen and the chat is at the bottom where you go to enter your chat and the little box at the bottom. And then you'll see it with a $sign on it. Right, so we'll put that up here until someone else has a go. Right. Oh, look at that, everything falls apart as soon as I touch it. Muck it. Now look what you've done. Just bear with me, it just fell apart as I picked it up. Sit. Sit. Hello, Reef. Digging with History, thank you very much. So, Reef, what we're doing is, this is today's shirt, tonight's shirt. I'll put it on tonight actually, clean. So this is tonight's shirt, but the people that are getting on it have to pay to go on it. And we're raffling this shirt off tonight. And the people that go on it have to pay to go on it. So if you pay £1, your name goes on it. If you pay more than £1, you can put a message on. And if you pay £5 or more, you can choose your colour. Right, so if you want to have a go on that and be part of that, we're using that super chat money, raise a bit of money by the super chat payment only for the shirt. Okay, and cash money gold rabbit shirt. Better have one for the bids, haven't we? Gold rabbit bids, and we're up to 400 at the minute, aren't we? Gold rabbit shirt. So cash only, and it is cash only, no points, no vouchers, cash only, right? And a little reminder every now and again, Warren, throughout the evening, it's cash only for the donations for going on the shirt super chat, and it's cash only for raffling off the shirt, right? So Jeffrey Brinklow. Oh, thanks, Jeff. Oh, and Mark. Brilliant. And if you're bidding for Ian's shirt, bid the money Ian's shirt, okay? Because it will get confusing because we'll have several outgoing. So I'd also like to see a bid for £1 on Ian's shirt, and we'll keep a running code on there. The gold rabbit shirt, right? Let's see who that is. What message and colour would you like, Mark? message in colour. I ain't got red, your Wally. I've got gold, a brownie gold, a silver and a black. I ain't got any red. Silver, a gold, a brownie gold or a black. Gold. I always do this, don't I? It's the gold. And any message, Mark? And Ian and family. Any message for you, Jeffrey? Have you got a message, Jeffrey? Oh, it's called bronze, is it? The brownie gold is called bronze. Bronze. If you put my name on the shirt, please don't put me in the armpit. I haven't put anybody in the armpit. How long is live tonight? Till the gold proof goes, Hannah. About 10 o'clock I'm going off. And it's time for me to have a last half hour with Fran and then I'm going to bed. And Ian and family 2019. Jeffrey? Got a little message, Jeffrey? Jeffrey got any message? John Gamble, Ian, I donated my last night because you were being mean to Casper in not letting him have his little treat, so Casper got my donation. Just Jeff. Great stuff. Thank you, John. And I'm going to put all the coin jokers on it, obviously. Didn't expect it to go that much, to be honest. Couldn't look that quick. Marvellous. marvellous. Thanks, kept me a bit busy there. Cool, just caught up. Yes, you did, Daniel, but that was to keep me on at 4 o'clock in the morning. Alright, let's put that up there. Now then, let's move on. Where was we? We're up to 400 coins for the thingy jobby, what's it? Gold proof is there. Okay, I'll put it on. But, you know, that was last night, really. I mean, I have to be careful, otherwise I'm going to have people going, but I donated last week. It's really about, you know, the donations tonight for that. Yeah, I know it was, Danielle, and I really appreciated it very much. Thank you very much. But that was yesterday, and this is today. Like I say, otherwise, if I'm not careful, I'm going to have people saying to me, but Ian, I gave you a donation last week, put me on the shirt. I gave you a donation when you first started, you know. I gave you a donation 4 days ago. I've got to be, you have to sort of draw a line then, otherwise. Right, so that's got that. Have you got him stripping again, gang? Not quite, this ain't coming off. Like John, you know, I have got a bit of pridey thing. Not going to flash off too much. Right, now, where did we get to? So what was the last one? The last one was a cash auction, was it? Okay, here's another cash one for you then. So I've got the same thing, but on a big penny. And it says 1963 on that side. And it says 1966 on that side. So I think we can safely assume that that is a magician's fake. We can safely assume that because it's got 2 different dates on it. And there's no way on earth that that would possibly, by any stretch of the imagination, would that be a real coin. With the other 2 10p's, I've got no idea. Ian, I have another £5 donation if Fran signs it. I will go and ask her. Any particular colour, because she has got her own set of Posca pens. So you can almost pick any colour, and she's probably got it. And what message do you want her to put on it? And I then will go through and ask her. I don't see why not. So anyway, you've got 1963 penny on one side. Fran can decide on colour and message. Okay, Lighty, I will tell her. While you're bidding on this, Brownie Gold, says Danielle. Okay, Brownie Gold. What an idiot. It's bronze, isn't it? Bronze. So, 1963 on one side, 1966 on the other. It's obviously a magician's, what's it? Someone's done that for a 2-tail penny, so they can, you know, go round heads or tails, and it's always tails. Right, so, pound. Start at a pound if you want that. And it's a joke thing to have in the thing, isn't it? It can't possibly be considered as a fake because it can't possibly be passed off as a real thing. You know, it's obviously 2 different dates. So bid away on that, and as soon as you get a bid, Warren, just start the countdown. So are you happy to do that? Cool. Hello, Warren. She said she's been more than happy to do that. She's just getting herself sorted because she had a bath. But she's more than happy to do that. I would have put a jumper on myself. To the winner, love and respect you for bidding on this great shirt. Thank you so much for your donation from John Gamble. Ah, bless you, John. Any particular colour, John? Any particular colour, mate? Make sure I miss nothing else. So how does it work? If we can bid and pay with points, do I need to convert points to a voucher for roughly the same amount, or you just deduct the relevant amount of points off my total? Are you talking about, excuse me, you're talking about buying something in cash in the auction, Jack, I'm assuming? So if you buy something for cash in the auction, then you go to the admin page and you pay it there. And you pay the £1 postage. So, you know, don't think, oh, I only want to go to 20 quid, I'll bid up to 20 quid and it's charging me £1 postage. Well, that sort of puts us in an area of a customer not being happy, rather than the customer going, I will bear that £1 in mind. My maximum bid is 20 quid, so I'm only going to bid 19 because I'm going to bear that £1 postage in mind. And then nobody's upset. You haven't missed anything yet, Marie. We're just getting some. I think I may get told off by Ian when he gets back. Thanks, John. What colour? Ask him what brownie gold is. Feed my face. Gold if you have it. Right, there we go. Gold if you can have it. Go back to his message. Gotcha. Got you done. So I don't go to rewards and claim a voucher. If you want to do that, you can. If you're buying in the auction, the cash auction, it's not for the donations. That's what I keep saying. Don't do it for the donations. But if you want to buy something, like when we put something up for cash, you want to buy something, yes, you can use your points, you can use your vouchers, you can go and cash your points in for vouchers and then use a voucher to pay for it. That's no problem. But you must remember to pay the £1. I don't want any arguments from anybody over the fact that it's charging him £1 postage every time. You know, if you don't like the fact that it's charging you £1 postage every time, then make your bid £1 less. And that sorts that out. Evening coin snatcher. Have you picked up a few today? Jack, my understanding for the bids is you can use points, so claim a voucher to the value you owe, but bear in mind you'll be charged £1 postage. Exactly. He kept calling it brownie gold. Yeah, I keep looking at it and going brownie gold. I didn't think bronze. It's the last thing I thought of. So, have we got a bid on the shirt? Has somebody bid £1? Have we had a bid on the shirt? Because I missed all the comments. Do you know, Warren? Do you know if we had a bid on the shirt? 40 quid. Hey, 40 quid. Look at that. I should put a bid in for it myself, 1,000 letters. I've got 1,000. They just ain't all the right ones. So, does anybody yet bid on that shirt? Let's have a look. And has anybody bid on the penny? Does anybody want that fun penny? I'd give it to my son, but he don't really do magic anymore. So it'd still be thick. I've still not got it. It's all right. Converting into vouchers goes in £5 or £10 steps and doesn't allow for odd amounts like £8, for example. You're quite right, Jack. So if for example, if a customer's train of thought is everything that I want to get for free with points, I don't ever want to pay any cash, it probably ain't going to work out that way. You know, I think people get some great deals. They get some great deals with the points. They can use their points to buy all sorts of things. So if unfortunately the voucher doesn't fit the price that's being paid, well then that person might have to pay a bit of cash. If they win for 13 quid and they cash in £10 worth of points, well then they're going to have to pay 3 quid. You know, we're going to get something out of it. But if somebody, for example, thinks I'm only ever going to get the free stuff and I'm never going to pay any money and I don't want to pay 3 quid extra, I want to exchange 13 quid worth of points for 13 quid worth of purchase, and I want to exchange it for the postage. And that's not all going to happen. You know, otherwise, if we allowed that to happen, then people could come along, they could share the pages all day long, they could earn loads and loads of points in all the different ways that we give points and never ever pay a penny. It's not what it's about. You know, giving people loads of free points and giving loads of you all these deals and all the rest of it, that's all about the marketing side of it. But it's not free from Ian forever. It's marketing. It's fishing. It's going out, fishing, sprat to catch a mackerel, I give something away, and you give me something twice as much at another time, and so on, you know. So, or a little bit here or a little bit there. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, things have changed a little bit with the way that we run things. We cancelled out the £100 vouchers. We cancelled out the £50 vouchers. I told people, use these £100 and £50 vouchers only to buy package coins and silver proofs, and I'm going to stop it. People out there come along and abuse it, I'm going to stop it. You know, if they abuse it in other ways, trying to get extra accounts and all the rest of it, I'm going to stop it. I said that to everybody. And the amount of people, it was very rare that it's not very often, someone cashed in a £100 voucher and spent it on all sorts of stuff. If somebody cashed in a £100 voucher, 99 times out of 100, they spend it on package coins. And it's like, okay, this ain't working then. You know, I did say this, and it ain't working. People are only going for that stuff. So, you know, any people out there that cashed in vouchers, the big vouchers, and only went for as much packaged stuff as they could get, you're the reason why I stopped it. If you'd have done half and half, if a lot of those people had, you know, like I always say, fairly. Do you know what I mean? And if you'd have looked at it from our side and thought, well, I won't rinse them of just packaged coin, then I would have kept it there for longer. But if any of you are guilty of that, then, you know, you just have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, it's my own fault. He told me, I did it, I'm one of those that did it, so it's our own fault. You know, like I say, if it had been done, if the big spenders on the people with the big points that were getting the £100 vouchers, if they'd have done what I said and bought, you know, even I don't know, 50% packaged and 50% other stuff, then I'd have kept it going. But there were far too many people, which I knew that would happen. I said it would happen. Far too many people, once they're, you know, with £25 vouchers and £10 vouchers, people are buying all sorts of stuff and they're putting money towards it. All of a sudden, £50, £100 vouchers, boof, they want to go straight for all the packaged coins, all the best stuff. Well, I said, if that happens, I'll stop it. It happened, so I stopped it. So, you know, that's why. So it's going to be sometimes that people are going to do it and they're just going to, you know, they win it for 13 quid and then they've got a £10 voucher, they'll have to put 3 quid to it. I get it, just wanted to understand how it works. No worries, Jack. I love it. When you lot ask me questions like that, I love it because, and the other jockeys, you know, we all love it because it gives us an opportunity to just go over it again. And then if one of you ask again, it gives us the opportunity to go over it again. You know, £50 voucher is still available, Ian. Well, it's going. It is going. As soon as, in fact, if I remember, if you're on tomorrow at Lighty and you remember, let Amy know, but it's going. I've got to remember to text her. I thought it had already gone. So it's going. Any more A to Z auctions? Yes, there will be, John. I like the mystery A to Z packs. Right, so, do we have a bidder for this? Yes or no? I'm going to count it down. Count it down from, just go straight in at 10 because I didn't see any bids. So go straight in at 10 and we'll see if anybody wants it. I'm on tomorrow, so we'll ask Amy. Brilliant, yeah. Amy can remove it. Actually, no, it's not Amy's job. Beg your pardon. It's not Amy's job. Somebody else's job. Please, could you remove the £50 reward points voucher? So, if you've got, any of you have got enough money to go and get a £50 voucher and you've had your eye on something, then now's your last moment, now's your last chance, because you ain't going to get another £50 voucher. Okay, so no bids on that. Who was counting down? I'll count it down then. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, no one's having that. So if I remember, the winner of the shirt will get that. I've just got to remember. But the winner of the shirt will get that, so I'll bang that in with the shirt. Do I have a bid on the shirt? And then I'll move on to someone else. But I would like to get a bid on that, so I can at least say where we are with it. Not yet. Do I hear a bid of, say, 5 or 10 quid on a shirt just to get us started? It's all got your names on it. I would imagine it's worth more to the people that have got their names on it. Excuse me. Oh. I'll remind you if I'm here. Thanks very much. Right then, so this is a rare one. Do you fancy it? We'll do this one in 10p's. Yeah, so there you are. Now if I'd have put that one up for 10p's, maybe someone would have been on it. Loose Coins has gone a £5 on the shirt. Good girl, Louise. Loose Coins, £5. That's fantastic. At least we know it's sold. That's the main thing. We know it's sold. That's brilliant. And any more people want your name on that shirt? Louise has bought the shirt, or the bidding on a shirt, so we know it's sold if no one bids any higher, and your name goes on it, and it only goes on it if you pay something, right? Okay, so now I'm going to go over to the 10p crowd, right? Because the cash crowd, you've done yourselves a disservice, didn't you? See, gone on a bit of the cash, put something up, didn't want to bid on it. So let's go over to 10p crowd. 10p crowd. So what we've got here is, I've got here a Seychelles 25 cent. Seychelles 25 cents, 1964. Very important year, 1964. They only made 40,000 of these. So all they made was 40,000. This is an uncirculated one. They only made 40,000. And I own probably 100 of them. And I own that many. Did you call me?
Yeah. Can I just borrow a sec?
Yeah. So,
Sorry, people.
40,000 bid. I value that at a few hundred quid. I own quite a few of them because I bought every one I could find over a 7-year period. 40,000 mintage, just minted, but uncirculated one in the packet. Start the bid in 1 coin, please.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying it.
Just bear with me a second. Want 6 quid?
Please. It's 2018 P1.
Is it?
Thank you.
What's that? I don't know what that was doing out there. Little rabbit munching a carrot. I don't know what that was doing there. Go grab a jumper. Right then. There we go. Whoa, that's better. What do I do in the glasses? $20,000. Yeah. Loose coin says 25 cents. 20,000 mintage 1964. I think it's 40,000 mintage myself, but Ian, what do you want to call the coin? So let's call it Seychelles or something like that, or S will do. Wasn't listening, but don't tell you. Excellent. Hello, Popcorn King, nice to see you. Coin Snatcher, the gold Peter Rabbit hasn't gone yet. Being rumbled. Right, so you've got a Seychelles, 40,000 mintage, 1964. And no matter what anybody tells you, yeah, sorry, I thought you was coming in. 40,000 mintage, and this one's uncirculated. Right, and what did we go over to? Coins, didn't we? Yes, we're on coins. So, number of 10p coins. So, what are we up to? What are we up to? Any more? Count it down then, please, Jack. And someone gets it, they get it. Ooh, look at that, 2 coins. Wow. Hello, Marie. So, any money coming in on a super chat, remember the if you've just joined us, the shirt that's being auctioned off tonight, my shirt that's being auctioned off tonight, is only getting the people on it that have paid. Pay £1, get your name on the shirt. Pay more than £1, get a message. And etc. People that have paid a £5, we give them choose a colour as well. So, Popcorn King. This was the shirt I was wearing, so I'm auctioning the shirt off my back again, which will come with a certificate of authenticity. It will come with a COA as well. I had that. I'll show you that. Why don't you just keep one out? It's not simple, wouldn't it? Right, so it'll come with a COA this time, okay, and it will say shirt off my back. Huh?
Are you after a certificate of authenticity?
Yeah. No, I've got it.
Oh, cool.
So certificate of authenticity, COA, that's our new one. Looks nice, doesn't it? Fran designed that. So, and it'll be the shirt off Ian's back, right? But this one is for Gold Proof Day, because the Gold Proof is going tonight. Someone's having that tonight. No matter how low their bid, they're having it. So, to get your name on the shirt, because I'm only putting your name on the shirt today if you pay to go on the shirt. And then whoever wins this shirt, you know, they're going to hold something that in a way is not worth a lot, but in a way is worth a lot of money because all these people have paid to go on the shirt. So £1 in the suit, and it's only payment by super chat, it's only cash. So £1 gets your name on the shirt, and any more than £1, then you get a message. And a couple of people have gone a £5, so they get a colour as well. You can write anything you like on it as long as it's not naughty. Or I'll write anything you like on it. And the shirt is being won by Loose Coins at the moment for a £5. The Peter Rabbit is up to 400. Yes, please, Daniel. The Peter Rabbit is up to 400. And I even got one of these to put it in. If the bid goes up to 5, otherwise I'll use it for something else. So yes, please count it down. This is coins for this one. This is coins for this one. This is for that I just talked about the shirt. That's super chat only, and the bun that we're bidding on at the moment is coins, A to Z coins, and it's a Seychelles 40,000 minted, and this is an uncirculated version. And every now and again you can pick these up for a song. This is one of those things that is quite rare, but you can just be so lucky and get it, and I've been so lucky so many times. But I put them in a couple of £100 mark myself, way up there in the hundreds. Certainly for insurance, anyway. You wouldn't want to stick this in your drawer and not have it marked down as an expensive coin in case it got nicked. So we're up to 2 coins. Some of you are frantically trying to search it. Some of you maybe even trying to buy one and see if you can find one cheap, and you might do. So what's that coin at then? This coin is at 2 so far, 3 in with Stevie B. It's a 1964, 25 cents, Seychelles, Stevie B. It's difficult, isn't it, to see. And it's got, who is it? It's Elizabeth.
There's both here for you.
Thank you. We're on 5, so I'll put it in there. Nice little thing. Right. 5 coins. It's one of those things, I do value that at a lot of money, and whoops, I do value that at a lot of money, but it's just one of those things that I just grabbed, and I thought, something different for tonight. Being as it's a big night, I'll bring a couple of, you know, big players out, and a couple of people will get them, and they won't believe what they've got for the money. Down to the last 6, down to the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. So let's see. Who won that? Danielle at 5. And don't forget, start yourself a new list. Now, I'm just going to pop next door. To have a cup of tea and a smoke, so I'm not doing it on the camera. There it goes in there, Danielle. So there's a few things for you to remind people of, Danielle and Warren. And let's put something up that will keep you busy while I'm away, right? Keep you busy while I'm away. I've got another one of mine, Peter Rabbit's, right? Remember, I sold out of these and I kept a few back for myself to play around with. And this is one of the things I'm playing around with. Coin you were on about last night, 1982. I got one today. Well done, Aaron. Well done. 1982 Ireland, 50p. If you can get them cheap enough, get them. I value them at 75 quid. Ian, you know what we were talking about early hours? I've bought crumpets and cheese to go with me hot chocolate, but I still need flapjack, whoever that was. That was Danielle, Stevie B, with her flapjacks. So, pay attention, because you can bid on this. This will take a few minutes while I'm going in there, right? This is one of mine out of mine, what I've got left. Remember, Peter Rabbit, and this time it's going to come with one of them. Now, funny enough, this is going to be the only, I'm not going to say it's the only Peter Rabbit, because obviously I'm going to make these for our ones, but this will be the first one, I think. Or did I say last night's one would have this one? No, last night we did one, so I'll do one tonight. So there ain't many, but anyway, with that one. They've all got the other one, but they ain't got this, right? So you've got the genuine Peter Rabbit from the stunt, because these are the ones left over from the stunt. Ain't got many left. And this is one from the stunt, Peter Rabbit, 2019. One of the last ones from the box with the certificate. Okay. Bid starts at £1, paying by cash. You're paying by cash, and you can bid away. And then if there's any messages I need to read, perhaps somebody can point me towards it when I come back. All right, so you've got to watch the wall, and you've got to watch the old shirt. See if you can get some more bids in for the shirt. See if we can't fill up all that bit, as well as all that bits. And I'll be back in 10. What are we up to then? 12 with the Peter Rabbit. Are these the Peters with COA? They certainly are, Jack. And you know it's absolutely genuine. Remember, we sold these for 50 quid each and we sold out. And you know it's absolutely genuine. So, yeah. It's just that it's going to come with the new COA. The other one was a letter of provenance, which I realised was an Americanism. Danielle, you can count this one down. Because what's going to happen is you're going to start counting down, and that's when the bids will start. That's why I get you to count down quick, because I know that, look, the bids have stopped. So they'll start again. So if you want to start counting down, yeah, and then you'll see a bid will come in. So, yeah, absolutely guaranteed, genuine, one from the stunt. And you know that because Marie F's gone on the shirt, and you know that because it's me. It's me that you're talking to. Righto, if you stick mine on a plate. And there's Marie on it, and we're up to so far 15 for the Peter Rabbit, 15 quid for the Peter Rabbit, and we've counted down 13. Thanks, Marie. $17 for the Peter Rabbit from Warren. This one is going to be one of the rarest that's got a letter. And the reason it's going to be one of the rarest with a letter is because it's got the new letter halfway through the stunt. So that has that with it instead of the old one. And I think that'll make it worth more myself. And we're up to just Ian, did Coin Cunard come back with a bid? I will check. Just hold on there, Danielle, thank you. Just pause. pause if you wouldn't mind. There was Marie. Popcorn King was in at 12. That's all Danielle's counting down. No, Lighty Collects came in at 17. Lighty Collects came in at 71. Popcorn King is in at 21. So yeah, that's the Peter Rabbit, yeah. Obviously, if you're, I'm asking everybody tonight, if you're bidding on the gold proof, put the words gold proof. Don't put GP, put the words gold proof, please. Okay. Jack Martin, £22 for the circulated Peter, nice. Danielle's in at £25 for the Peter Rabbit. So Danielle is also bidding, and she's making it clear that way. £26 for Jack. And I tell you what, Danielle, for the moment, because you're bidding, I'm gonna do the countdown, right? And then when you're finished bidding, yeah, so you're bidding, I'll do the countdown. And if you get knocked out of the bidding, for example, then you can say I'm finished bidding, I'll do the counting, all right? So that just keep it fairer and a little bit more streamlined. So Danielle's in at 30, counting down 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 13, unless Ian loses his lighter, and then he'll count down slower. 12, 10, pause at 10 while I go and get a light. Right, we was at 10 and we haven't moved. 9, 8, 7, it should go for the most. 31 from Jack, 20, 19, 35 from Danielle, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 36 from Jack, 20, 19, 18, 17. Do you know, I've never itched so much since I've been on these tablets. Always itching. 40 from Danielle. Hello, Stefan. What we've got going on here is one of the few ones I've got left. Peter Rabbit from the stunt, from the actual stunt, from the bag of what's left, and the letter, and the new letter, Certificate of Authenticity, COA, which is a bit more professional. So, one of those. That one says, what I'm showing you is a Gruffalo one, that's why it says 1,000 on there, by the way. Don't think there's 1,000 of these, it's only because it says 1,000 because that's a Gruffalo, right? But you'll get one of these for the Peter Rabbit. So that's where we are. And we're up to, so far, 40 with Danielle, and we're counting down 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, pause at 10. And the pauses are going on because of the fairness and all that, and because of the issues we've had with the time delays. No. Oh, I'll have a couple of those.
Oh, and there's fortune cookies, there's the other one.
That'd be a good one. I've got Chinese tonight. Because of you lot, I haven't got me normal cordon bleu better than Jamie Oliver cooking. I ain't got it. So I've got to have a Chinese. Put that there. Right, so 10, 9, 8, 7. Hello Purple Fairy, we're bidding on, we're down to 7 and we're bidding on one of the last ones I've got left, Peter Rabbit. We sold these for 50 quid and sold out. Peter Rabbit 2019 from the stunt with a proper thingy jobby, what's it? Proper certificate COA. But I reckon these will be more valuable because they've got the different type of COA on it. That's what I think from a supply and demand point of view. So we're down to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, pulls there, 2, 1, going, and gone. So that was with Danielle at 40. Can I have an ephemera with it and I will pay the extra? Of course you can. So let me just, a fresh bit of paper, and I'll write it down so I don't forget. Danielle, Peter Rabbit, COA plus packaging. Same number, I presume. Right, same number. So that, thank you Danielle, plus number 88 packaging. Peter Rabbit owed, because it went bloody missing. That'll be fun, won't it? Someone else another day. Another day when you see, if you see the number 88 of the packaging go up for sale, you know it's not, and you've got it. You know that's where it ended up. So I'll put that there for the moment. So if you want to go and sort that, Danielle, and then come back and let us know. I was kind of cheering Danielle on. Why not? It's all part of the family. Sorry, but you're going to have to put up with me munching. And if this makes some of you hungry, I'm sorry, but I'm starving. You hungry and all? Right, so thank you. Right. Good evening, Coins and More. I do want to be as fair as I can where I can. Coins and More. This is a shirt I was wearing earlier on. And this is the shirt from the night of the gold proof, right? This is a shirt I was wearing to finish off doing the gold proof tonight. I've only took it off to write on it, and everybody that I'm writing on it has paid a donation by Super Chat to go into the pot for therapy, right? If you pay £1, you get your name on it. And if you pay over £1, like some of them have, up to a fiver or whatever, if you pay over £1, you can put a message on it, write whatever message you want. And if it's a long message, obviously pay a bit more. And you know, you can choose your colour pen as well. Okay, so if you'd like to have a go on that, and that shirt's being auctioned off. We've got someone bidding on that, and the only names on that shirt from tonight, from the gold proof, is the people that paid to go on the shirt, which makes the shirt itself a bit more valuable, I think. Excuse me while I nosh. Oh no. Bugger. So if you'd like to go on the shirt Coins and More and help increase its value, at the moment that shirt's got to be worth something like 45 quid. That's what we've collected so far in names going on the shirt, 45 quid. That's not bad, is it? I should get myself a bit of tissue. So, we just put up a Peter Rabbit for cash. Ian, you best start shopping at Primark, as Fran will go bonkers if you keep selling off your good clobber. Well, remember, these are coming out of the wardrobe that I've now got to empty because the clothes are slightly too small for me. New people just joined, think this is about food streaming. I suppose there must be some people that do. I bet there is. I bet if you look, there'd be people out there that will video themselves asleep and people will watch it. And I bet there's people out there that video themselves eating and people watch it. Okie dokie, Matt. Right, so, because of fairness, we found a queue in the special fried rice, yeah. So, out of fairness, let's now put, I ain't got many of these left, look, I'm losing my own personal stash now. But let's put one of these up, tonight of all nights, let's put one of these up. From the stunt, again, with a COA, this time you can only bid in 10p coins. Right? Sorry. We can only bid in 10p coins. When you get the first bid, Danielle, start counting it down. There you go, five 10p coins for the Peter Rabbit. Pardon me. Only 10p coins for this one, A to Z's. And we can start counting it down now. bids will come in. You have a bid and I'll have my dinner. Can't believe I'm doing this on camera again. You do realise my wife thinks I'm crackers. She thinks I'm losing it. Is it with the certificate as well? Yeah? Yeah, it'll be with one of the new certificates. Exactly the same as the other one. I think that's worth 100 10p coins myself. So yes it is. And the bid is now with 5 coins with John Southgate, 5 coins. And we're down to 8, 7, wow, 6, 5, 7, I mean. Sorry, I was too fast, Danielle was quite right. Down to 3. Really? I'm going to regret doing that then. 2, 1, going once, going twice. Oh my God. It's the thing about auctions, you never know. Right, so that was oh my God. Exactly, Marie. John Southgate. Five. Too late, Stevie B. Miles too late. Where you been? Counted all the way down. Thank you, Danielle. I'll put you down for it. Everybody's hanging on to the 10p's. Oh, wow. Stevie B was making his crumpets. Jack was off. Oh dear. Mr. Southgate, you banned it. You did all right there, didn't you? What's those other coins? What was it now? Ian, how many 10p's for the ephemera? Just stick another one in, John. Round it up to 6, yeah? Just because you've done a result there. John Southgate. Peter Rabbit. Plus. Ephemera. Plus. Sorry. COA. I'll sort that out tomorrow. Well done, John. We're back to cash now. Uncirculated. You can see the glint on it. Uncirculated. Falkland Islands. 2004. And I can't make out what it says, but there's a picture, there's a big shield and there's a picture of a cow at the top. You can't see it really. Anyway, it's gleaming. 2004. Start me off at £1. Prawn toast. A bit of prawn toast. Right away. Stevie B's gone in at £1. Marie's gone in at £2. You can start the countdown now. Danielle. See myself getting a right mess here. Get messy. Global Hunters in with £3. Hello Global, nice to see you. Down to 3, 2, 1. That was close, Popcorn Free. Popcorn King, that was close. He was in there, Danielle, because it shows up on my screen before your comment have sold. But you can't have it actually, Steve, because you bid the same amount as, I think. Trying to see. Global, yeah, Global was £3. I ignored it because it wasn't high enough, yeah. So it wasn't high enough, Steve. So, Global. Global is... Right, so as I've been telling everybody, go over to admin, set it up before we get on to the next one. Get everybody settling up before we get on to the next one. And because I don't want to run them up type thing. Just going to put that in a little bag. So that's yours. Just come back and let me know you've done it. Yeah, I might have, Ryan. As soon as that one's done, we'll get on to the next one. Got yours done, yeah. Sorry for the smacking of the lips, but I get something stuck in my tooth. Okay, so just wait for Carl to do that. And while he's doing that, I'll just get another pancake roll ready. We seem to have frozen, which is a bit of a nightmare. What a shame. All you can hear is me eating crackers. I'm going to go and... It's not the battery.